Alright, so finally, let's get to the real juicy part and talk about which games we discovered were basically scams. And as it turns out, this really popular game called Stacker employs the same trick. This other really popular game, Keymaster, and this Cut the Rope game are also, in fact, running the same scams. And I call these games scams because they present themselves as winnable games of skill, when in reality, it's essentially a random dice roll that is heavily stacked against you. And just like at the carnival, the most lucrative games are those where people overestimate their chances of winning because they seem to get close, but they don't quite win. So for every dollar, for example, put into a slot machine, they have to pay out at least 80 cents back to the players. But for those scam arcade games I just mentioned, the default payout rate is on average 20 cents for every dollar you spend, but a shady arcade owner could basically set that to 0 and no one would know, and that would be perfectly legal. So if you remember nothing else, just try and pick games that avoid any sort of digital winning element that can be rigged, because in those cases, you just never really know what your chances are. These games, however, are all great options to at least have a better sense of your actual odds of winning. Well, they were all designed by folks who took my creative engineering class at Studio.com. The best part about being a maker and an engineer is you can come up with clever solutions for your real-life challenges, like winning more tickets at the arcade. It's like a superpower, but it's a superpower you can learn, and I love to see others catch that spark, which is why a few times a year, I teach a month-long creative engineering course, and enrollment for the latest session is open right now.